Welcome back. We're playing week 5 of the shogi teaching ladder, where players agree to play a game and then do some commentary with each other after the game. So, my next opponent is the player who just logged in, 3Q from New Zealand. New Zealand's a beautiful country. So yeah, should be good fun. Let's see. To play against this opponent, I guess I log in and pick their name. Ginz. No. Ginkaze44. Alright. Playing an NZL flag. This opponent is not waiting with own game rule. Instead, an invitation to the game. Okay, they declined the invitation. That's cool. We'll figure out when we get this game played. Wait, I'm in the wrong thing. Sorry. I meant to in queue for week 5. Sorry about that. Thanks for paying attention. My mistake. Yeah. I'm playing in multiple tournaments at the same time. Alright. Here we go. So yeah, this is week 5 of our shogi teaching ladder. Whoops, I forgot to greet my opponent. I've greeted them now. So one thing you might notice that's different from previous episodes here is that now I am playing without the piece move indicators. So this might not be as beginner friendly, but it also means when I'm creating the thumbnail highlight, or the highlight thumbnail, this will no longer generate an image where every square is highlighted when I pick a piece to drop, and green circles used to show up on every square on the board. So, plus when you're actually playing a shogi game, you don't actually get to see the little circles on legal destinations. So this is maybe more faithful to the original game. Interesting. So I've been watching the 2 video series by Eriko Yamaguchi about how to play against 2 different things. 1, bishop exchange, and 2, how to play against primitive silver, the thing where they put up their silver on 2-4, 2-5, whatever. So I haven't seen much of this particular thing that my opponent's currently doing. But on the other hand, the similar principles should apply about trying to activate this rook, about trying to activate this bishop, and to activate this rook, taking command of the 4th file. These are common principles in all these variations that were taught in that lecture. One thing that's slightly odd is my opponent's choice of this central rook, but then not pushing the pawn. And another thing that's odd that I've done is playing my 4th file pawn just in this defensive posture. I've done that before, but it is still a bit odd. So, since they're trying to... I don't know exactly what. I would say they're trying to build Mino or something on their right, my left. But I'm not totally sure. in general, my pushing these pawns on this half of the board has almost always been a waste of time. And the less actively my opponent plays, the bigger a waste of time it is to do those. Let's get my king away from the third file. Consider either Mino or Anaguma. And once we figured something out, then proceed with it. Well, I'm not sure where this silver is headed. Move by move, Anaguma becomes more tempting. Although attacking with Anaguma is always a pain, and I'm clearly in an attacking posture. So for me to withdraw all my generals back seems not very active. It would be better that I just complete Mino, give my king an escape square, and find a way to attack. So I've built this castle. So next I can consider playing like Silver Crown and High Mino and all this other stuff. We're playing this big chicken game on the side here. Because I would like to smash open this file where their king is. And they haven't really committed to a strategy yet, other than some vague notion of Mino. And Mino's weakness is its head. So this, in theory, would be a way to pursue that head. Ah! Are they seriously going to do Anaguma here? Looks like they're aiming for it. Let's build our attack. I didn't perceive that they would Anaguma after having pushed the edge pawn. It's a bit peculiar. It has some advantage, but it's a bit peculiar. So, common motif in this opening has been blast open the fourth file. My opponent is avoiding a bishop exchange. We're going to play this and then push the center file next. So I'm first going to hold the silver in place and then push this. So my opponent's committing all their generals around their king. They are considering a gambit. This has me very confused. This pawn push looks risky at best. And at worst, not much better. Yeah, they're just going to complete their castle. And you have to give them some more and more time to figure out how it is they pursue their attack exactly. There's no need to lift this gold. Well, I mean, a perceived need would be to cover this square. But I don't think that helps them very much. So if I push, pawn takes, rook takes, I don't think they're going to retreat this silver, because that leads to problems. They might. They could. No, retrieving the silver I just take here. I have an attack. Well, I don't take there. It's not so simple. I need a square for my knight. With that need in mind, this move is reasonable. This helps me fulfill my need by giving me this center square for my knight. Okay, I attack. Attack before they have a moment to fully build their castle. I'm trying to catch them slightly off guard here. I think I've succeeded in catching them slightly off guard. Because one piece is protecting this bishop. And that one piece is also the piece that's going to stop my token. It's possible they didn't think this through correctly. They might have thought this through, but just not correctly. And I get that Oniguma is like the Zerg Rush of shogi. It's just that for the Zerg Rush to succeed, it has to start somewhere. And if it gets killed before it starts, then it's an unfortunate situation for Oniguma. I've been there. Alright, so this attacks my pawn. I need to kill this thing before it starts. So, option A, try to defend the pawn. Option B, promote and enter the madness. The madness is that I win a bishop, and they have not finished castling yet, and I can win a token. That's not the worst madness ever. Actually, I could win the rook and a gold, and maybe pursue more of an attack. I mean, this is awfully risky. So if I pawn drop, if bishop takes, rook takes, silver takes, promote, his rook has squares to go to. So my rook sack is not so bright there. Another option would be to defend this pawn, and they would defend against me promoting. And I'm not sure if I'd get another chance to attack. I think I'm going to enter the madness here. I think it's fine. They're seriously considering moving the rook. I guess it makes some sense because everybody has this visceral reaction to a rook being hanging. But I don't know that they have time here. Time is not on their side. Okay. I mean, that's the very natural human reaction. A Zerg does not react this way. A human does react this way. That has its own set of problems. Wait, that's Nifu. We're not going to Nifu today. Alright, I could pawn drop up here. Gold takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. This would be sensible. So I have split the board and can continue attacking. Man, it'd be so cool if pawn drop at 4-4, 6-4, whatever this here were crushing. It's not. Oh, maybe I take time to protect this pawn now. Or otherwise make it harder to capture. Or maybe I just try to promote my knight. Like, this is a good opportunity for my knight to advance. This knight is otherwise useless. Let's make use of it. Okay. Yes, this is playable. I will take that. This doesn't fundamentally change anything. Like, that we're basically in the same position we were a turn ago. Just that this gold no longer covers the promotion square for my rook. Okay, my opponent has lost a tempo. So, where does my knight move? I have two options. This looks like the natural follow-up here. I'm debating when I move my knight next. Is it going to be promote or no promote? Deal or no deal? I'm pretty sure it's going to be promote. But also, like, all this might change if they sack their gold for these two pawns. Pawn drop Well, there's only so many places a pawn can drop in this board. I think I just caught my opponent very much off guard. So it'll be interesting to see if we can refute Anaguma after the game. By that I mean, like, I don't know what we're going to do to analyze this afterward. It seems difficult. If this gold moves away, I could consider promoting, but maybe I want to protect this point first, or maybe not. Actually, like, yeah, if the gold moves away, I could move my knight here. They take, I promote, and we trade bishops, and then I take the gold. Okay, this is curious. I don't understand it. But this worked last time, so this looks just as good this time. I admit I'm very confused by that exchange. But yeah, a promoted knight looks very nice for me here. This allows me to continue tearing down the castle. Now my pawn on this square is kind of invincible. And I can consider future pawn drops that also win material. I don't really want to embarrass any player, but I think it could be interesting to get Shogi Harbor's thoughts on this kind of really confusing game that we're having. Because on the one hand, like, they've built something of a fortress, and they did Shogi Harbor had a previous lecture on how do you break Anaguma, and I seem to have done something here. I'm not sure whether I did it right or not. But also it doesn't, like, if they do gold takes, I'm not sure if I take the silver or if I take the gold. Golds are very powerful pieces in Anaguma, but I'm not sure. Because every position's unique. Like, taking generals toward the king has some merit too. Of course, best would be if I could take all the pieces, but I don't see a way to do that. Well, no, I guess a way to start doing that. Yeah, if I had a gold, I could place the gold here. The rook has to move up. And, well, my attack ends. That's not very fun. This king is no fun to pursue. Go figure. That is a beautiful penguin. Oh my goodness, is that a beautiful penguin. Wow. But yeah, if they take, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Obviously, I have to keep trading pieces and taking stuff. And it feels right to promote pieces, like promoting a bishop here or taking a lance and stuff like that, but like, I'm not in any grave peril if I exchange 2 pawns for 2 pieces, but also I'm not achieving too much. Well, I'm sorry, gold takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. What has me concerned is that my knight's loose, and I could exchange my knight for the bishop, and then they're down a bishop, but also, like, a knight. Well, if they had a bishop, I would be super scared. I shouldn't be super scared because they don't have a bishop anymore. Okay, so they're opting not to exchange that way. They might still opt for some other exchange here. Like, if I promote, bishop takes knight, pawn takes, gold takes, could happen. So I have two pieces controlling 5-2. If I put a pawn down here, there's nothing they can do to break my control over the 5-2 square. But I should be trying to attack toward the king. Like anything else is just abject cowardice here, which I am known for, but let's try not to make too big a deal of that. Yeah, so the most forceful way for me to attack is to use my bishop. But then they play bishop 2-2. Yeah, this pawn drop is the lightest way for me to attack here. We're going to opt for the lightest, least painful way to attack. Although this blocks my rook temporarily. So now I have a gold. Golds are nice. My big plan here was bishop 4-4, which looks reasonable enough. It puts my bishop on a very good square, but it's going to get hit there. We're in Byoyomi. We are in Byoyomi. Okay, this was hard for me to decide upon for some reason. But this is the obvious attacking move. Because it allows me to break through on the fourth file, which was my plan all along. So we're going to continue that plan. There's no reason to change plans right now. That's been my plan the whole time, and if I stay faithful to it, good things will happen. I cannot seem to entice my opponent into exchanging on this square for my pawn. So we're just going to bring the fight to this gold. Just shift everything toward the castle and hope that it cracks. In the course of this attack, I might end up sacrificing my rook for a bishop. Okay, so my threat is to get a dragon. But my other threat is to promote... to take their gold. And just keep taking stuff. Right, so they've dealt with that secondary threat. And I'm going to take a gold. Alright. Now, what can defend this? I don't see anything that can defend this silver other than the king. There's my tempo gaining move. Right, so these pawns are still useful to split the board in half. We're going to threaten to promote by taking a silver. If the silver moves, then we gold drop, and our threat still remains to like promote and stuff. That looks risky. This silver has nowhere to run. They can block my attack by placing the knight in the way. This is a good square for a gold. So they could place the knight to block, and I could just take the knight. My threat is to take the silver. I execute my threat. That was exciting. Oh boy. We smashed on Aguma. That was... wow, what an adventure. Alright, let's turn game board standard. Zoom 1. That was sharp. I'm going to try to zoom in my board. Hopefully this won't crash. Let's zoom 1. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious, like, what his thoughts are. Obviously, this this is a dirty play. A trap, perhaps? I do wonder. Because, nah, okay. Uh, easy. Yeah, whatever. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know, like, wow. That is unusual. I'm not sure, like, what he was so afraid of. Um, I guess I must have had tons of threats that I wasn't entirely cognizant of here. But yeah, this forcing him to shuffle is not very good for his position because shuffling didn't actually help his position any. Um, but yeah, I guess if he starts moving his pawns, my bishop drop can be quite effective on a lot of different squares. So shuffling might not be the worst thing you can do here, even if it hurts the soul to shuffle. Oh, wow. Didn't know that. Dang, that's building Winboard or Xboard can be quite challenging. Um, it's been maybe a year since they last built the UI, maybe more. Yeah, this. Well, okay, yeah, there is some threat that, like, if he moves away, I promote, and they have to run their bishops somewhere. Or this. This is what I feared. This is why I kept dropping the pawn. Didn't want to go here because this looks sharp. Fair enough. Although, I suppose it is unclear. This whole game was unclear. Anaguma makes things confusing. Yeah. Yeah, Anaguma is just an animal of its own. It really is. I mean, have you ever seen a badger in Japan? I haven't. I've seen, like, there's a fox island, thanks to Rachel and Jun. They're, like, adventures in Japan, cooking, etc. channel that they have all this cool stuff they do on. Um, if the position of the board is repeated 3 times, but the third time with a different player to move, um, you're talking about the rule where you cannot give perpetual check against an opponent's will, which is you can't give perpetual check. Yes, I was surprised to see Anaguma. Yeah, there were definitely other moves to consider. Oh, I see. These kinds of other moves. Wow. Yeah. I was... I mean, I had considered this pawn move. Like this one on the 7th file I'd considered, but this pawn drop, like, dropping pawn at 6-4 blocks my rook. Eventually I did do that, but that wasn't my first candidate. Yeah, this looks okay-ish for you, I think. Not pleasant, but playable. I am greedy. I want more than a silver. And with good reason. If you're playing Anaguma, like, I want everything I can get. Oh, well, that changes things quite a bit. Dang, that's a cool silver drop. I should know those by now. Yeah, that changes the landscape just a bit. I forget that when I capture pieces, they can go back on the board. I can use pieces that I don't even have captured yet. Like, as long as I'm going to capture them by the end of the combination, it's all good. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, this is a fork. That seems risky. Maybe it's forced. I don't know. I'm good at pawn forks. That's like one thing I'm good at. But yeah, I'm not sure what the specifics are, Real Bird, about that, other than don't force your opponent into perpetual check if they don't want it. Like, well, let's go back. Am I able to go back? So how about this? I fear Anaguma. It is such a scary thing. I think, like, I'm justified in that, right? Like, who isn't afraid of the Zerg Rush? So, yeah. If you could come up with, like, anything halfway reasonable, I'm going to give it all of my fight. I'm not going to let things slip at all if I can help it. Ha. Maybe I've popularized fourth file somehow. Eriko Yamaguchi delivered, I can't spell, a 2-lesson series on fourth file Rook on YouTube. So that might have something to do with it too. That, and I've just been telling everybody, like, fourth file, best file. It's pretty good. Yeah, central file Rook looks exciting. Actually, so now I'm going to push the greet button and ask, let's look at this from the beginning. Because we're fixating on the wrong part of the game, I think. Like, yeah, fearing Anaguma is natural, but you played your Rook to the central file, sir, did you not? Am I misremembering this? We'll find out. Stay tuned. So I'm curious what he wants to analyze. Indeed. Yeah, fifth file is playable. Fourth file is just great against amateurs, but also I think it's quite reasonable altogether. It's just a defensive thing. And only if the opponent dawdles as much as I used to, then it's, well, then it can be used as an attacking weapon, not just a defensive thing. Oh, is this what it's called? Half silver horns. Okay. And an Oniguma. Interesting and surprising. It. Like, well, this is actually fine, and up to this point I can't criticize too much. But something he did later. That's the point. This is why this pawn's annoying. Like, I could do this at quite a few different times here. But yeah, that's the point of pushing the fourth file pawn. Is like, this is annoying to deal with. And this forces them to confront questions of do they want to do bishop exchange or not. And so both of us couldn't figure out whether we wanted to exchange bishops. I wondered whether a bishop exchange would be offered. It's this entire opening is confusing. I think this opening, that makes sense. You don't want to always trade bishops. But also pawn 1-6 in combination with Oniguma seemed slightly odd. You should not exchange with an opponent better than you. Yeah, I guess I can agree with the sentiment. Like, you don't want to try to play some deep theory with an opponent who actually knows the theory, which would not be me. But yeah. I mean pawn 9-4. Get these coordinates reversed all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Just a lost move. How much could it matter? Let's see. Yes, I complete my castle. Maybe I even pawn 1-6. I'm not sure. I guess around this point, well, I don't know. It's a different game. So, yeah. Oh. The gold 2-7-2 surprised me. I guess I expected gold to 7-1. That was the other thing. It's like otherwise I have a rook to 6-1 threat. So yeah, dealing with my promotion threat without anything covering the back rank is a little hard. This is like the whole point of the fourth file rook is you just want to promote your rook. And you pretend that that's your only goal, and then you make some other goal and distract your opponent with this rook 6-1 promotion threat. Sorry. Yeah, I don't really... Maybe I should... Right. Oh, I see. I should learn the piece names. Let's see. So there's Gyoku, there's Kien, there's Gin, Keima. Let's see. Fu. Other pieces. Ah, Keima. Alright. We're going to learn a little lesson today. Oh, those are the short names. Okay. That could explain some of my confusion. Alright. Kyosha. Oh, right. Ah, right. Osho. Hisha. So, I think Hisha... Okay. Kakogyo. Ryuma. Ryuma's the rook. The Osho, I believe, is the king. I'm not... I don't remember. Okay, K is the knight. Interesting. Yeah, Keima's the knight. We have multiple names for the rook. Okay, Kakugyo is the bishop. Ah, Ryu is the dragon. That makes sense. That's why I've heard this name Ryu before. Video games sure like that name. Ryuma is the dragon horse. Ryuo, or however you pronounce that, is the dragon king. Nice. Uma is the horse. Okay, nice. Yep. I suppose from here it's smooth sailing for me. Like, it's... Yeah. Like, this game is hard, but... that silver fork is quite clever, though. Yeah. Oh, I see. Uma's the horse, so that's why Ryuma would be the dragon horse. And Ryuo would be the dragon king. Oh, okay, so that's why Osho is the king. And that's why they have, like, Oi and O and all these sorts of tournaments to determine the king. Okay. I might be speaking quite incorrectly. Yeah. What a rough game. Yeah. This spiraled so quickly. So, perhaps, like, maybe I share this in response to the Road to Shodan Episode 2 about fighting Anaguma. Like, this is another way to fight Anaguma, is just take all the things. Bummer, your attack was a bit too slow. If I'd taken one of the other options, yeah, this could have gone a very different direction. Alright, it's the Japanese letter to. Okay, and there's kin is gold, so tokin is the to gold. Okay. Interesting. Maybe because it promotes to gold. I picked up fourth file because usually I get to defend. But then, oh, what's her name? Eriko showed how attacking ideas for fourth file rook. And yeah, that was exciting. So yeah, the lance is the kyosha. The gold is the kien, the silver the gin. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. I just need a dictionary and put those terms in front of me repeatedly, like flashcard style, until I get it. But yeah, Keima has Keima. Oh, this is interesting. Trying to solidify the castle with the rook. I hadn't considered this. Huh. Interesting. Not sure how I missed that. Wait a second. Can I attack stuff more forcefully here somehow? Not that I see. This looks like a reasonable drop. Yeah. How did I miss that? Oh, I guess he played it and I didn't give much more thought to the position. That's how I missed all this. Yeah. I mean, there I do threaten the rook, but I'm not sure I would instantly take it. I'd probably wait and wait and wait and wait until like it makes the most sense to take it, and then take it. Um, um, hmm. Your 6-2 kinda looks hooked interesting. Rook 1-2 just seems quite passive. Even Rook 2-2 might be okay. You're playing Anaguma after all. So, like, a lot of the general wisdom here might not apply. Okay, so we just take here, right? Like, what are we afraid of? We have to attack some point. Yeah, that was an exciting end of the game. Oh, well... Yeah, this might be better for me, but also unclear. Anaguma is often confusing. Oh, well... Okay... I guess he's got a point. Also, maybe I should have paid slightly better attention when he was analyzing this last time, so I don't sound like such an idiot this time around. But I guess I just take the token. Every exchange fuels your attack. So... Ah, okay. Yeah. What a confusing game. You just took an old 3 down to pound town. Nice. Spinal Tap. You just missed me. You just missed watching me crush Anaguma. But yeah, your game sounds way more interesting. I should see if I can catch your game somehow. Well, it's too late now, isn't it? So, oh, yeah, of course. Sorry, I'm drawing a terrible blank. 3 Dan is actually very strong. 3 Dan is quite strong. I am totally spacey and loopy right now because I still haven't fully recovered from the excitement of the Fuji match. So, yeah, I'm not entirely alert and awake. But yeah, congrats. Oh, and Shogi Extend. I'll have to check that out. So yeah, sometime this weekend I'm going to get to play against Maple Sugar Lover for this teaching ladder. It's going to be great. I do wonder how Anaguma starts their attack here. It feels like they should be able to initiate something somewhere. Good point. Didn't see this lance drop. Yeah, and I guess I just completely... eventually... if the rook isn't moving, I might delay trading. Yeah, this lance drop is surprisingly effective. Well, they could try to drop a pawn to deal with this threat, or they could just let it happen. Yeah, I'm not sure what to tell the opponent here. Other than, hey, look, I got a dragon. Where's your dragon? No, but yeah. Hmm. Well, come on, dude. Hang on. Oh, okay. Can I move any of the pieces, or are you just gonna move everything? Right. Take. Oh, you're gonna offer this exchange? I will take that. Sure. Every exchange helps the Anaguma. Let's see. Don't understand. Yeah, I never learned all the quick attack against Anaguma. Yeah, I was very afraid. So I was fortunate to take advantage of every mistake my opponent made. Um, because I was so afraid, I did not want anything bad to happen to me. So yeah, I played a lot of good moves this game and had a very good result. Um, oh wait, never mind. That's no good here. Wait, can I not move this piece? Um, I'm just wondering how Anaguma begins to attack. Without some beginning, there can't be a game. It's always confusing, I suppose. Poor Gota is like 20 moves behind. Drop the pawn. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're right. Like a pawn drop and then promote and hit this general. That's probably a good way to pursue an attack. My way is less effective. Let's see. I guess there's this too. Oh, well, yeah, you could play that. That's fine. Just build up this castle and keep building it more and more until you have this gigantic castle. No, 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 I'm not sacking a pawn here. Why would I give you a pawn? Maybe there's a good reason. Maybe this is not so simple. What do I know? Anyway, lately I have been using playshogi.com to practice checkmates and attacks. Check out Spinal's game. Yeah, I guess 1 second. Indeed. Yeah. Sume problems are good practice. So, breaking Anaguma is still difficult, though. But yeah, it looks like I got a very severe attack this game. So, that's just how this game went. Yeah, we'll have to check out Tap's game. He keeps sacking pieces and the other guy can't do anything. Wow, that sounds familiar. I've been on the receiving end of stuff like that, but also this game I might have accidentally been on the delivering end, although I didn't actually sack anything, did I? I just waited for it. And note that, like here, I didn't let them like move their gold in to 7-1. Since they had lifted this gold up to 7-2, I struck on this fourth file before they could connect the golds again. So this derailed whatever plan my opponent had. Yeah, I see. Yeah, this pawn 5-4 is just much too slow. Ah, right. I forgot this. Yeah, this is where things got extremely severe all of a sudden. Yeah. So what should he have done to stop this, I wonder? I guess capture, and yeah, I'm offering a bishop exchange. Well, I do wonder, do I take the exchange or, like, I'm not sure I had a clear plan in mind here. I thought I had a clear plan. Oh, wait. Okay, the silver climbing is no good, but still. Yeah, that's... This bishop drop gets my bishop trapped. This doesn't look so safe. I wonder... Maybe I do this anyway. I wonder if this works. Oh! That's clever. Yeah, so my attack is... This particular instance of this attack seems screwed. But, yeah, maybe there's some other way. Maybe not. Maybe this is just a dumb idea. If so, that's kind of sad. Why can't I have a brilliant idea once in a while? Pawn to 6-4. Oh, okay, so what he was perceiving, like this pawn drop 6-4. Yeah, actually looks nice. Yeah, the perfect defense, I guess, could hold against anything. But yeah, pawn to 6-4, just this drop. And then whenever I get a pawn in hand next, I can continue attacking. Or something like that.